Good afternoon, good evening, good night, and welcome to Throwbacks, where we talk all things cool and retro. And we are back, yes again, with Super7, this time with Mr. Ray Fillet from the Ultimates line, and of course, from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Let's get into this bad boy, you know the drill. Let's get this slip cover off and see the big, bad Ray Fillet himself. Nice, meaty, girthy figure here. Oh, man, that's a cool one. You got Ray Fillet. Got his little buddy here. Let's take out the blurb here on the back for Mr. Ray Fillet, the fist-fighting fish. You smell something fishy? If you do, it may just be Ray Fillet. All right, let's get this bad boy and his little buddy guy there. Let's get him unboxed. Alright, we got Mr. Ray Fillet freed from his plastic prison. And he is screaming 90s with that turquoise teal, with that big happy smile, and his little buddy. I really should, you know what, let's take a second. Pause the video. We're not going to pause. We're just going to keep on here. Let's see. He's a high-footing guy, Ray Fillet, fish sticks, Ray Filletters, coral ground. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. It doesn't say on the packaging, but let's look at some other things that we didn't take out of the package, because if you don't know by now, I am not much of an accessory guy, because they just get lost, and you can't find them, and it's a whole thing, and you can't only hold so much at one time. So that's what we do. But we got a cool menacing head here. He's going on my good guy shelf, so I'm going to leave Mr. Menacing Head in there. And a very cool starfish, angry fella going on there. And then on the second piece of the shell, we got a very cool stingray looking weapon there. Some extra hands, an anchor with a rope, very cool rope there. And of course the throwback to the old Playmates, a little weapon tree set there. I do think I'm going to take out a hand here. So let's pop a hand out. Because it is one of the big tests with Super 7 is how will the hands hold up when you pull them out. And since I'm not doing a blaster or anything like that, I'm going to need to switch out those hands. So we'll do that as well. Now, Ray Fillet himself is not one that I'm overly familiar with from the cartoon, I should say. Because it's not one that I really recall seeing in the show or anything like that. But I do remember the toy, and I did have the toy. So that is something that I can, kind of have a little nostalgia for. But man, girthy boy here. Good articulation there. Legs are good. Should have a good solid base here. Knees, nice and smooth actually. Very smooth on the knees. Very happy with that. Little tail action going on here. Cool paint on the back of the tail. Head moves around nicely. Got a cool texture here on his chest. But now let's get to his little buddy, his little partner in crime, holding a little dynamite explosion there on his back, which I'm not really sure you should push that, buddy, if you're holding it. Let's see if his head moves. His head does have a little bit of articulation, and that's where the articulation ends. But a nice throw-in, basically an extra little character that you get with him. So very cool. Can't say that I remember this character at all, but definitely a fun guy there. Alright, let's try the good old hand test here. Alright, that's the right hand. So we're going to go with the nice fighting fist there. Got some good articulation too. Or not articulation, but detail. And there, with his little skin kind of flexed up there. So, alright, moment of truth. Alright, here we go. Make sure to do a nice wiggle before we start pulling. Come on. There we go. Came out in one piece. Very nice. Good start. Now let's see how he goes back in. Let's see here. Oh, is that back in? Is that in all the way? Yeah, I think that's in. Okay. Cool. Good articulation. Nice. Hands went in and out. Very happy there. Head doesn't, it's got a little wiggle. But overall, nice. I got nothing negative to say about this. Very cool. Let's do the stand test. Let's do that. He does have these big flippers, so one would assume he's going to stand just fine, and he does. Zero problem. You can even kind of give him a little jolt there, and he's fine. Probably use his tail too, if you needed to, if you needed him to be a leaner, but you don't need that at all. And also, it does fold down. So when you're putting them on a shelf like I have acrylic stands, it works perfectly for that. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and put him on the shelf. So come along with me, and we're going to go put him on the shelf. All right, travel with us as we go by the dark lands of Star Wars. And we pass through the Ninja Turtles of moviedom, and we reach another level of turtles, and we need the good guy side. So let's travel up the stairs. There's the old Playmates right there. And surprisingly enough, I do not currently have one in my collection, a Ray Fillet in my collection. Something that will have to be dealt with accordingly. Alright, let's get this guy up here. Can't really... I guess he's going to have to go... Let's put him over here. He's not a bad guy, but we'll put him over here on kind of the bad guy section. And the Super 7 shelf is growing. Alright. Let's make sure he's ready to stand. He is ready to stand. Will he fit next to Muckman? Will he fit next to Muckman? And the verdict is... yes. He's hanging out nicely with Muckman. Cool. No problem at all. Let's give him a little boop, 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 little wiggle, wiggle, little wiggle, wiggle, and he's good. So, very nice. Happy to have Ray Fillet added to the collection. And I would also like to add you guys to the collection of subscribers. So do us a favor. If you haven't already, give us a like, give us a comment, and go ahead and get that subscribe button. We're dangerously close to 400. By the time this comes out, we may be at 400, at which point we are far, far away from 500. So do us a favor and give us that subscribe, and we'll be on our way to 500, and who knows what's after that. But I know what I'm going to do after this, and that's to go into the fridge so I can throw one back. See you guys next time.